can run pretty easily.
Yeah.
If
In command prompt.
yeah, that'll work. It's called WinVer, W-I-N for Windows, V-E-R for version.
Well, I'm on Windows 10 version 22H2.
Perfect. Thank you. Are you in a command prompt or a PowerShell prompt? Do you know?
I was in a command prompt.
Okay. Let me open up a command prompt. I remember what those are. Oops, there we go. So I'm going to have you install something from a command prompt. Here we go. So can you see my, I'm not sharing, am I?
No, I don't.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you are now.
No, I am. Okay. There's a tool I want to use if it's installed, and it's called winget. And so just type winget, W-I-N for Windows, get for get me something.
All right.
And just type that and see and hit enter and see if it
responds.
It's
displaying like logs, open logs, V for version, info.
Perfect. Nice. Okay. But what version? It says right underneath winget, it'll say Windows Package Manager. Is that right?
So I could type V for version.
No, that'll yeah, -V. Winget -V. Winget space -V.
Winget space -V. It didn't do anything.
Oh.
Wait, let me see what you're doing. You do it first. Let me see.
Okay, so if I just, whoops, lost. If I just type winget, this is what happens. Is this? Oh, here's where you saw logs and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the same. Okay, perfect. So what I want to do is type winget search VS code, just like that.
Search VS code. Okay.
Okay, hit enter.
Search.
VS code is ridiculously popular, so not too many. Perfect.
It didn't really do anything. It just said, for more details on specific. Wait, what? Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Winget search. Winget search. What am I typing after search?
V as in Victor, S as in Sierra, code as in I want to write really good code.
All right. It says the MSS store source requires that you view all firing arguments before. Yeah. So do I just type Y for yes?
Why don't you share back with me?
All right.
So I didn't expect that. Oh, yeah, that's okay. You just haven't used winget before. Yeah, Y is fine. Okay, so that very top one, Microsoft Visual Studio Code, and then Microsoft Visual Studio Code, that's the one we want to install. And winget will let us do this without having to go to a website or anything like that.
How do I do it?
And I will show you. You're going to have to type all of this correctly. So the first part's easy. It's winget, W-I-N-G-E-T, and then a space. The second one's not too bad. It's the word install. Not bad, huh? Then you need two, not one, but two hyphens. And the word ID.
Do I space?
Yep, there's always spaces. Every time I pause, it's going to be a new token, is what we would call it. So there's going to be space in between.
So hyphen lowercase ID.
The casing doesn't matter
Okay.
because it's Windows, but I think technically it's a capital because we're referring to this column called ID in the output, the second column in the search output. And now this is where the typing has to be careful. You see the ID that's, well, you can copy and paste it if you want.
Yeah.
But that ID Microsoft.Visual Studio Code, that is what has to be exactly correct. So I'm going to copy and paste it. And actually, because of the way the search return happened, I'm going to be merciful and let you only type this. I usually type more than this, but this should be the only thing that it finds.
Do I type enter?
Let's do one more thing. Let's type -- exact.
Exact.
Yeah, EXACT. Just like that. And then hit enter. And I'm going to abort mine because I've already got it installed. Is that running for you?
It did this. It just shows a whole bunch of options.
Let me look at your screen. Oh. Can you hit up arrow or something? Hit up arrow so I can see the command you typed.
Oh. Yeah, here it is.
Search -- ID. Oh, no, so it's that second column, Microsoft.Visual Studio Code. That's the ID. So not Microsoft space Visual space Studio space code.
Oh, is it all just one word?
No, do you see the column up above where it says ID?
Look
at the third line from the top.
Oh, I see. It's this.
It's
Okay.
Microsoft Visual Studio Code all one.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I'll redo it.
Work for you? Working?
Existing package already installed. Crank upgrade, no upgrade found. All good.
When get install. Visual Studio Code, and then exact. All right, there we go. It's I think.
And this is going to be a code editor that will let us edit Python programs and save them as scripts, and then we'll just
What's it called?
Visual Studio Code is what it's called.
Oh yeah, I have that.
VS Code. You already have it?
No, I had that on my laptop.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I'm doing this on my PC, so I need it on my PC. Yeah.
Oh, Visual Studio is a much larger thing. Yeah. I saw that pop up. Maybe that was like a web article. But Visual Studio Code is it's extremely popular among developers, and it's because of the plugin system that it has. They're called extensions, not plugins. Pretty much any language any tools for any language can pretty much be developed for it. So it can do syntax highlighting and building and testing and debugging for pretty much any language.
Uh-huh.
And it's lightweight for most purposes. I mean, there's some things that are dedicated to a particular language might be more lightweight, but then they'd probably be not very, they probably wouldn't have many features either. There's a dedicated Python editor called PyCharm that knows more about Python and is maybe a better day in, day out Python editor if that's your job. But I thought it'd be better for us to use VS Code because it's just everywhere. I think it's the most popular code editor at Google for Google's engineers. And pretty much at Google, my son worked there for about a decade, and every time I asked him, hey, do you guys use X? Do you use GitHub? Do you use this or that? And he's like, no, we build our own. They build their own everything. They don't even use standard networking protocols. They built their own network protocols.
Also, is it okay that I don't remember everything from last
last week?
Last Python tutorial, yeah.
Yeah, I'll walk you through everything. Don't worry about it.
All right, I think it's done.
Cool. Type the word code and see if it pops up. I'm just curious there. Yeah, you can do that too. Okay,
Yeah.
so you'd have to refresh the window. It will, like, next time you start one or something, but there you go, VS Code, open it up. Should be good to go. Perfect. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do, let me pop up mine. I think you want to watch my screen for a bit. And you're sharing right now, right? So I need to go back.
Yeah. I'll unshare.
So I'm going to show you some extensions you should install. And so over here on the left, you say you've got this on your laptop, so you might know some of this. I've got a lot of things over here that you might not have, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But this one will be there, little 4 building blocks with one of them wrong. That's the extensions. I don't know what to call it. It's the extensions thing. And under the extensions thing, you can come up here and type Python. And actually, I'm going to just type Python for you. I'm going to also say installed for me so I can find the ones you need. So you're going to want, so you're definitely going to want this one from Microsoft. So how do you go right to it here?
Wait, am I following along or am I just watching you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how
Yeah, okay.
to, is that how you look it up? Okay, so type in that search bar in the extensions. Now you do this, type ms-python.python.
All right, I'll do that.
Yep. ms-python.python.
Dash.
Wait, where do I get to like the extensions?
It's on the left, it's that thing
I
that looks
see it.
like 4 blocks.
ms dot
ms-python
ms-python
.python.
dot python again.
And-
All right,
Yeah, then hit
install
enter. Yep.
and install.
Yeah.
Installing.
Hmm.
All right, got it.
Okay. And I think the only other one, I don't even know if you need this one. Let me see. Performant, feature rich, language support. Okay, let's just start with that one.
All right.
If one of the cool things about VS Code is it'll suggest ones it thinks you need. I've actually thought about just having start a Python file and letting it tell us what extensions to install, because it would have done that. So you can X out of whatever pages that the extensions might have started for you.
Yep.
And if you click the extensions icon, it'll make that whole thing go away on the side. If you want, leave you with this nice, basically nothing space in the middle. So let's say file and new file. And you can actually here say new Python file because we install a Python extension, right?
Where I go to file and then new file. Okay.
New file. And then you say new Python file.
And then new. Wait, what?
It should be a drop down.
Yeah, so I'll do it again. If you look at my screen, you go to new file and it should give you some
Okay.
choices like this. And so you
Python
can,
file. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't really matter if you choose it or not. But what it does is down here at the bottom, it sets the file type to Python. If you click it, there's all these file types it knows about.
All right, I'm in.
But down here at the very bottom, yeah, Python's what we want to use.
Good.
So let's go ahead and save this actually. And I don't care where you save this. Ta-da. If you want to find it later, put it someplace you can find it later. I'm going to put this, you saw me use this directory last week, hadn't. So I'm going to put this in my disposable files directory.
How do I do that?
You can put it wherever you want. Oh, I'm sorry, Control S. I didn't even say that.
Okay, yeah.
Either that or you can do it the normal Windows way, click on File and click Save. And you have to put .py as the file extension.
Yeah. All right, yeah, it's done.
You caught me taking a drink. You were too fast. Okay, now I'm going to make my font bigger. Is that big enough?
Yep.
Okay. So now, instead of working in that REPL environment, oh look, does yours have anything suggested like that? Because I called mine week 2 Python.
Nah.
It says week 2 basics. I have these other extensions. And so one of the AI ones thinks that this must be a basics of a class. It's week 2. And so if I hit tab, it puts in a comment for me. Now it thinks I want to write hello world. So I'll do that. You don't have to put in the, you know, what happens if I just keep hitting tab?
We're done.
That's the dangers of using your tools. But let's, we can do this though. That's
How do
really
I edit?
gonna,
Okay.
let's just do that. Print hello world and then save your file.
Wait, hold on. I printed. So I entered hello world and then I push enter and it does it. It just brings over. How do I activate? Oh, push run, I assume.
Well, yeah, so if you do click run and then say run without debugging, at this point, what happens, Haddon?
I'm just gonna print hello world.
Well, does it? That's what I'm saying. I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen for some other reasons.
It just brings me back to the taskbar thing.
Did it? Here, let's see. Did this happen where it asked you to
Yeah,
select?
It brought me to that thing, yeah.
Okay, so this is because it, Python debugger, Node.js, more Python debugger options, more PowerShell options. Install an extension for Python. You got to be kidding. I've got 100 extensions for Python. Like this one that's installed. So if you get that prompt, let me come back to it. I'm very surprised that I got this prompt. So click on run and then say start debugging or run without debugging. It doesn't matter. And now, oh wait, it's saying suggest. It had, I do have one. But if you get this, you can say, well, first off, do you have the one that says Python debugger suggested?
Let me
Like I
see.
do? Dan, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so click that one, Haddon,
Uh-huh.
and then debug the currently active Python file.
Okay.
And oh great, I've
You
got
need
it.
to select a Python interpreter before you start debugging.
Okay. You have Python installed, rats.
It
Can
says
you
change Python interpreter. That's an option.
show me your screen? It's not hard. It's something you have to do like once, and then it works after that. Oop. Okay, yeah, click on that and let's see what it gives you for options. Enter interpreter path. Let's do that. So open up, we want PowerShell for this. So click on your start button for me. And open PowerShell, yeah. And type get, G-E-T dash command, C-O-M-M-A-N-D, and then a space and the word Python. And then
Enter.
hit enter, yep. Okay, so that source on the right-hand side, see users Haddon app data, yeah, copy that. So highlight it all, yeah, you know, there you go. And then take that back to VS Code.
And enter.
Yeah, I guess. What happened to the,
Downloading a virus on my computer.
no, hit cancel there. You see down in the lower right where it still has that select Python interpreter. That's what we need. So let's
So show output.
click the blue button and click enter interpreter path. Oh wait, use Python. Okay. Yep, enter path to the interpreter. Try it again. Can you paste in there? Yep. And then try to run it again. Say, click on run in the menu.
Well, I'll do it without debugging.
And then click that. Okay. Click use Python from Python default interpreter. Let's try that one.
Where's that?
Right
Oh,
there.
here it is.
Okay, open launch JSON. Let's see what's going on. Hello? Where is launch JSON? Well, we can open it ourselves. It's weird that it didn't load. Click on run again. Oh, on the menu.
What?
I'm sorry, click run in the, yeah, that one. And hang on, I think that's the right place. Let me look in mine. Click add configuration. Scroll down to look for, oh, there it is. There's Python interpreter path. And then, so let's look and see what's at the very end of that.
Dang it.
Oh, that's okay. You can click Control Z and get rid of it.
And then,
So what's at the very end of that path, that default interpreter path?
I don't know how to get back to it.
You got a scroll bar at the bottom. You can grab and scroll
Oh.
to the right. Python.exe.
Wait, is that the same thing as? Are those the same? I think it's I think it's the
Oh.
same thing.
Well, wait. Whoops. Okay. Let me look at what mine says. I see your pumpkin. I like him. Well, that's the same way that paths are showing up in my config files. I can't find. Can't find my I can't see how to. My option to open configurations is grayed out. I wonder if this is a untrusted profile here. Let me look. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure here. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Let's ask. Let's find an AI and let's try to figure out what's going on. Yes, code launch JSON. It says, okay. I need to be.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Python installed on your computer?
Mine, yeah, we just installed it.
Oh, wait, is this a different computer than?
Than last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on my PC, not my laptop.
But last week you were on your laptop, right?
Yeah, now I'm on my PC.
If you go to a command prompt and type Python, does it open?
Let me go to command prompt.
Good idea.
Man. What do I type in?
Just Python.
Pulls this up.
What'd you say?
Yeah, it pulls up the Microsoft. It pulls up. I typed in Python. It pulls up the Microsoft Store.
Oh, it's not installed.
Okay.
How about if you type in Python 3?
Base 3 or just 3?
Just Python 3, just all one word, and then hit enter.
Yeah, same thing.
Python 3.
Mm-hmm. I did. It just brings me back.
To
Yeah, it should say that you've got a run command, and you don't.
yeah, so Python's not installed on well, it's not runnable. That explains a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's good thinking. So we
Should
need
I
to
get it?
Yeah, we need to install. We can do that on WinGet also.
Oh, okay. Well, crap. Let me cancel this.
Yeah, let's
Cancel.
see. Ah,
No, I can feel the malware already.
but can it feel you, young Skywalker?
You were the chosen one. It was said you would destroy the Sith, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness.
Exactly. What I
You were
can.
my brother, Anakin. I loved you.
So I will DM this to you in Zulip. Give you the whole command.
Oh. I'm tired today.
So your homework will be to install all of this on your laptop, so that when you come in next week, it's already in. At least part of your homework.
Is that working there? Okay, I sent that to you. See if that works. I can't easily test it because it's already. I guess
Yeah, there we go.
I could run it. Is that working?
All right. So yeah, I'll go to command prompt.
No amount
Yep,
of configuration. Thanks, Dan.
Well, this will be easy to install on my laptop. That'll be easy homework.
Yeah, well, you got Python installed, but you just need to install VS Code.
Yeah.
So you can WinGet search VS Code and then just pop the ID in there where the Python ID is.
Don't I have Python on my laptop? Didn't we download that last week?
Yep, but you don't have VS Code. You said
yeah.
you might, but make sure, right?
Yeah.
And if you
either way, I know how to download both. So whichever one I don't have, I know how to download.
Yep. And if you already have
boot
VS
camp.
Code installed and you tell WinGet to install it, it will there are a few different things that can happen, and none of them are the end of the world. One is that it won't recognize that it's installed, and you'll get a second one. One is that it'll see the installation and it'll upgrade it or say, no, you're already good. And the other is it'll see the installation and it'll say this kind of cryptic thing where it'll say, yeah, it's there, but it was installed using a different installation technology, so I'm leaving it alone.
Buy two burgers buy one burger for the price of two and get another burger completely free.
Well, that's profound. You should be in marketing. The only profession that C.S. Lewis thought perhaps you couldn't be a Christian. I wonder what he would make of like every website today. The only thing I think in business that you can't do and possibly be a Christian is have a business with a profit motive.
All right.
Web presence.
There we go. Open up. Nice.
Okay. You know what? Go back to VS Code. Let's see if that just fixed it on the fly. Who knows, right?
Oh, here, let me
Oh, that happened to me too. You're just in the wrong file.
And then Python debugger.
Yeah, go for it.
What?
Okay, that's good.
And then use Python from Python.
Do the Python 3.13.9. Do that one. That's the one you just installed, I think.
Hey, it printed.
Haha. Yeah, boys. Well, since you've only got 17 more minutes, trying to think what would be the most fun. Let's see, I don't have my notes for next week, or do I? Let me look. I have the discussion that with the Copilot, from which I fleshed out my notes. Hang on. Source. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't use a command prompt because I'm not used to it anymore. There we go.
Sorry for having to leave early.
It's okay. You guys doing a family thing or?
I think something like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's not in here. Okay. So we can at least look at this. Yeah. Oh. Thought you had the gonna say something look on your face. Did you? Yes. Were you gonna say anything, Dan?
No, I was wondering if we should be downloading PyCharm too.
That downloading what? PyCharm?
I
You-
don't
you-
have that one.
You can't. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with VS Code because I think once you get better at Python, then you could look at PyCharm and decide. There's a lot more. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot more Python related settings that you can play with. But it's just simpler to do it in VS Code. I'm looking for, oh, there it is. So we talked and talked.
Do we have time to do anything else for 15 minutes?
Oh, we might. What was the Rich? Well,
So
this seemed,
while he's looking, Patton, did you take a look at all at trying to do a calculator?
I don't. I'm not sure.
Okay. Just wondering.
I don't think we really assigned that.
No, it was an idea though. I looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played around a little.
Did you have anything to share with the class?
Well, I mean, the obvious thing was to do enter a number, and then enter what sort of operator you would like. So plus minus, and then basically do that. Then I was okay. Go ahead and write in like 37 plus 45, and then search the string for first pluses, then minuses, then, you know, anything like that. And if you identify it, get the number. And I didn't have this, I didn't get, this is what I was trying to do. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But I was trying to then say, okay.
Hey, well, I
Right.
used the calculator.
Right before that, so say the plus was in the fourth slot. Take the first three and make that a new string and then convert it to a number, not an integer, what's the, something with an F, right? Float, yeah. And then you've got your, in this case, plus as your operator, and then do the rest as a string and then convert that to a float and then add it from there. And I think I was having a lot of trouble converting converting the long string to a shorter string. Like, because I was able to get the operator, like it was in the fourth slot, but then just chop off the first three or the last, whatever.
So having trouble picking the pieces out of it?
Right.
So, let's see.
Well, I should say it didn't immediately happen. And at that point, I kind of ran out of time, but that's how far I got. So,
yeah.
I'll still be working on it.
Oh, okay.
But,
so we'll leave that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a reasonable method in your opinion?
So are you having them input those as one line?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think that's at first I was thinking it was separate, but that would be like cheating, right?
Yeah.
So no, I think that's good because you're having to learn how to parse that line, which is the hard part. Because, you know, at first you can probably require and rely on them putting white space, right? And find the white space maybe, but then what if they just want to type, 7 + 3 as 3 characters? They have to solve for that by finding the operator maybe or something.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And at the end, you're going to wish you knew regular expressions or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But no, I think that's a good problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we talked about Rot 13 last week, Haddon. There's some code here that will encode and decode Rot 13. I don't know, I could give you that and give you a week to figure out how it works. You'd have to look up all these functions, and it's because it's a bit so like right now I'd have to explain this to you. Alternatively, you could take it home and come up with questions or try to figure out why it works. I'll grab this. But this is, I don't know if we were going to do this one today or not. That's your desktop, right? There we go. Get rid of that. But we were going to look at some things like in Python, you can make functions and you create them by using the word def, which is for define. And one of the nice things about Python that experienced programmers don't always like at first is that there's no curly braces around like the body of a function or something. A lot of languages, this would look like this. You'd have a curly brace there, and then a curly brace down here, so that you'd know that this part goes with the function. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But in Python, it just depends on your indentation, which at first people say, ugh, but then after a while you say, oh, that's easy. But the indentation has to be the same. Like if you use spaces here, and you've got a tab up here instead of a space, that doesn't work. They have to be all spaces or all tabs. So I use spaces everywhere all the time.
You're sharing your screen, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Whoops. and you're not seeing anything. Okay, so here's the code I was talking about. And this is the function that can encode and decode with this, ROT13 takes letters and rotates them 13 positions in the alphabet. So an A becomes a N or something like that. And then if you do it again, the N goes back to being an A.
Yeah.
So this is the way functions look in Python. There's a colon after this def for define. The name of the function is rotn. And these are things, parameters you can supply to the function. You give it the text you want to rotate, and you give it n, which is how many positions you want it to rotate. And then this is the code that does it. And this is what I was saying, like, as homework, if you wanted to do something, that might engage your curiosity, I could give you this code and you could try to figure out how it works, see how much you could understand. You'd have to
I look
get out
at it.
the
I don't understand any of it.
Okay. But then I was saying, in Python, instead of having curly braces, and this is what I was showing, like a lot of languages, you'd have a curly brace there and a curly brace here when you made a function. So that you'd know, okay, this is the stuff that goes with the function. But Python's like, why would we type all those curly braces? Don't we just know if we indent it correctly that that's the function? This really bugs some programmers, and it bugged me for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, oh, that's really nice. I don't have to type all those curly braces, but the indentation has to be exact. This is where I was saying you can't have a tab on this line and 4 spaces on that line. It happens to look right in my editor, but a tab and 4 spaces aren't the same thing, right? So it has to be exactly the same indentation. But yeah, this is, I don't know if I showed this last time or not, but this thing actually encodes that. I think what I was going to do this week though was well, this is interesting. Yeah. We're going to get out this tool called iter tools, I think. Yeah. So this loop, we were going to talk about loops and if and stuff like that, but this loop, if I just do this, let me grab this. There's a library called string that's part of Python's. It comes with Python, right? I think I mentioned that Python has this philosophy. They call it batteries included. It means that if you want to do something and it's a reasonably common thing, that they want to have a library available for it without you having to install anything else. So I'm going to pop out to a REPL environment here, because there's some things that work better in this environment. And one of those is this. There's a function called help. And look, I get the docs. So this help module contains things like the collection of all the characters that are considered white space or lowercase or uppercase in ASCII, the ones that are letters or digits and all this. And so instead of making a list of, okay, A to Z, big and little, you can actually ask for these things. So, and I'll actually stay out here for a little bit. So if you say I want to print, string dot ASCII lowercase, whoops. Will this be a list or will it print? It'll print. So you don't have to remember all of these. It'd be nice if it would include Unicode, but that would be a lot harder. But these are useful for something I mentioned earlier called regular expressions. But it means that you can also loop for these things. So in Python, you can do things like this for X, and X here is just a variable, right? Remember, you can say like X equals 5 or something like that to store a 5 for future use. So I can say for X in, and I think in Python, I can just do this. It's either going to complain at me or work. Hang on. Nope, wrong guy. Wrong language for X. I was trying to avoid this. This will work. For X in range 1, 5, do print X. Now this is not going to do exactly what you think it will. I'm sorry. Print is a function, not a command. It has to take arguments like that. That's probably not exactly what you thought would happen, because there's no 5. And what range does, it's hard to explain, okay? I still think it's weird, but the way to think about it is it prints the boundaries, all the boundary, like if you're going from, to get the digits 0 to 5, you have to have the space from, to get the digits 1 to 5, you have to have the space from 0 to 5, and range prints all the connectors, the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's strange. There's a better explanation than that. The best thing to remember is that it doesn't include the top number. That's just the way it is. So, so you can do that, but this also means that you can do things like, instead of printing all those letters at once, you can say for letter in string.ascii lowercase, print letter. And then this will happen, you know, one letter. You can process those letters one at a time, right? And because you can do that, you can do things like this. For first letter, in that group of things, you can actually, now I've got one letter, right? So I've got an A. I'm going to say, before I change A to B, I want to do something else. And what I'm going to do is say, for second letter, right? So now I've got A for my first letter, but before I go to B, the second letter is going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z. And then the first letter is going to go to B, and the second letter is going to go A through Z. Okay, and I'll show you what this looks like. I'm going to say I'm going to print. Remember those F strings? But ooh, that didn't do what I expected. Remember those strings where you can put the variable name, the variable right in the string? So I can do like first letter, second letter. So I'm going to do that and hope I typed everything right. And so this is like a nested loop, right? I don't know if it'll all be in my history. Ooh, it fit. So I've got the first letter starts at A. Did I not?
What time is it? Oh, it's 1:30.
Yeah, I'm watching. Oh, we just got to, okay. So we get this first letter that starts at A, and it stays on A while the second letter goes A to Z, right? And then the first letter goes to B while the second letter goes A to Z, and that continues through the whole alphabet. And then you could do that with a third letter and a fourth letter, and you can use this to generate strings to brute force a password with. Now you can imagine, this is, okay, a lowercase password, right? You can imagine this gets very long, like if you try to do this for like an 8-character password, there must be a better way. But this is something that we'll do next week that I was going to do this week, hadn't, was we were going to look at 3-digit strings and how long it takes to generate those. Let's get that. This should actually, oh no. Oh, this will let me get it. The first F didn't show up. Okay, That's not too long to get 3. Takes a little longer to get 4. It gets longer by, oh, I don't know, factor of 26. So it gets long pretty fast. And so we're going to look at that and how to do that. There's another way of using this package. It's tiny bit faster. And then we're going to look at, we can look at that and say, okay, I've got a password that's 3 letters or 4 letters long, and now we're going to have you crack it. But we're going to hash it first, and because we don't have time, I'm just trying to give you an idea, okay? I'm going to pull up a Linux box. A Linux VM, I should say. Maybe. Oh, here it comes. Okay. So there are built-in, I came to Linux because there's built-in hash functions here. And so suppose my password was ABC. I guess for a string, I'm going to have to do this. So if my password is ABC, this is the hash that's produced if I use the SHA-256 algorithm. And so we'll look at like, okay, what if I have a 4-character lowercase ASCII password and I hash it using SHA-256? How long will it take to brute force it? And we'll walk through how we can put that all together. And that gets us kind of close to something that's cyber defensy, right? So that's what we were going to do today. We'll do it when Naomi's with us next time, and hopefully we'll be faster at helping her set up VS Code.
This is great. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hope you had fun. Sounds like you did. I did.
Yeah, I
So
did.
Talk to you later.
All right, see you guys next week.
Bye.
And remember, we have Python afterwards next week.
All right, thank you.
Jill too.
Bye.
All right.
Okay, bye.